Y'all see the title, man. You see the title. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. But we about to go ahead and get right into it. I ain't about to waste no time. Y'all already know how this about to go. It ain't about to go how y'all think it's gonna go. Let's get into it. I'll put the number up in a second. Let me get my shit off first. So as y'all know, Dark Low received 7.5 years for intimidating a witness, Taz, the well-known shooter around Philly, you know what I mean, for OBH, for ARAD. You feel me? We about to get into it. One thing about this, it's been a tricky situation with this little charge that Dark Low been dealing with, man. I guess we'll cover it from that angle first and foremost, because he received 2 charges: being a felon in possession of a handgun, which wasn't a handgun. It was in possession of a firearm, actually. It was a chopper. And also for writing a letter, intimidating a witness, also known as Tez. You feel me? And let's just get right into it, man. Hey, King Ernie, I got a question for you. How is it that Dark Low is not in OBH when he clearly put in work and now got to do time for it? And you ain't do no time for no OBH related shit. Period. What's really going on with that? So let me get this straight. ARAB had nobody that was physically trying to defend him receiving 50 or more years, bro. Nobody. Dark Low felt like, okay, I gotta do something. Because let's be honest, King Ernie, you bring the CMOS around. Dark Low bring the killers around. Okay. We about to get into it. It's about to be one of them. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm about to throw the number up here in a minute, man. All my Philly hitters tap in, man. Salute. Salute everybody in Philly, man. I touched down over there a couple times. I fucks with it. I hit a couple J's down there, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, you feel me? Posted up at the couple stores, you feel me? More than a couple. Got it in at the little Burger King by the little Subway joint, you feel me, downtown. Yeah, man, I done touched Philly a couple times. We're not here for all that. Done with all that rapping about bullshit. We about to talk about this real shit. First of all, I know everybody's saying the King Ernie shit. YouTube ain't letting them see his comments for a reason, because they don't want no dick riders commenting on that bullshit. The most they let you get is likes. Be happy with that, nigga. Looking like a clown with your new hat, man. Nobody respect that, bro. Be real, you talking about CMOS, got your skin clear, man. Get something to cover that gray hair shit, bro. I mean, because before AR-Rab went in, you wasn't doing all that. So don't do it now. Don't be trying to look old and fragile and shit now like you old poppy pops. Now that Alpo out. Let's not do all that. Go ahead and be Mr. CMOS. Got you looking like 16 years old when you really 68. Make sure you be on that tip. You feel me? Let's get into this, man. So Dark Low writes a letter to Taz, letting them know, look here, man, I'm gonna fuck your baby mother. You know, I had them hitters poke you up in there, man. He put in that work as you would think a person that's a right-hand man to AR-Rab would, bruh. A jump out the window ass nigga, man. Like, it doesn't matter if you catch a charge or not, or you go down for the motherfucking years or not. But we gonna talk about that too. Because we don't believe you. You need more people. Okay. You entered in a realm where killers and distributors received over 40 years apiece. And you come out with 7 years with the disappearing gun charge, where I'm gonna let you know something, man. If you're a convicted felon and a firearm is inside of your residence, you still go down for that. If it's in your vicinity, they come in there, they got a warrant for your arrest, intimidating the witness, they find a firearm in a safe or not. They ask you, Dark Low, if that was your firearm. You said yes. Miss me with all that extra shit. Once you said that, it goes out the window, brother. The charge sticks unless you make a deal after that in pertaining to the gun charge being dropped, bro. Don't sit up here and insult our intelligence. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's start over. This is the channel of Sub God. All that other media bullshit, cut that shit out and throw that shit right out the window, bro. Over here, I'm sorry. You gonna hear some real shit, period. You talking to a nigga that's been through the system. I caught a few charges myself. And you're not going to insult our intelligence, man. All right? You received 7 years for intimidating a witness within the realms of a RICO charge. But at the same time, Dark Low, if you're associating yourself with Tez, a convicted killer, you feel me? As you say, snitching, aren't you directly implicating yourself in that whole RICO case anyway? Wouldn't the feds come and talk to you about that too, which they did? 1 + 1 = 2, bro. If you said, I'll be better for you out on the streets than I would be in here, that means you're telling. That means your gun charge is going to be dropped. That means you already admitted to both possessing the gun and also writing the letter Dumbass. You ain't learned shit from motherfucking BTK killer. You feel me? You ain't learned shit from that nigga. You admitted to both. That's on record. At the point in time that you admitted to possessing that weapon, that's automatic years for you. Those disappeared, bro. Intimidating the witness carries a lengthy little sentence. But there's more. Done with the speculation. But I got a question. All right. King Earner goes down for 7 years. What does that mean? It means he doesn't do 40 years. It could also mean that the gun charge is wrapped up in those 7 years too. I mean, writing a letter for intimidating a witness. I don't know, a smooth 7 years for that. Some people say he could have got 10. But King Earner, what did you do in order to show that you are putting in that work for OBH? Please let me know. All that banging I had to go ahead and grab the banger. Let's continue. My question is this. Dark Low still got 7 years though. If you want to say he told on the gun charge, and you want to say he told the feds he'd be better out on the streets than in the feds, then where does that 7 years align with that theory? Because it don't. Even I could sit here and theorize he told and got the gun charge dropped, then yeah, the 7 years is strictly off the letter. But I'm not going to do that, bro, because you're not getting 7 years off writing a letter to that nigga, man. There's definitely more to that. You feel me? My question is, King Earner, Link Malls, when are y'all going to put in some motherfucking work? For OBH, bro. On the front lines, instead of beating up the bloggers that's trying to give your ex-leader some shine, trying to keep them on the map. Obviously, yeah, man. In order for him to still get the shine and the light, man, he might as well go ahead and pass the torch to Leak Moss and try to squash that little thing, because they still keep it cool with Mikey T, so they go ahead and get off Mikey T ass. But let's be real. They never was on it in the first place. All that publicity stunt. You're not out here trying to hurt nobody. Dark Low received 7 years for intimidating a witness on behalf of ARAB. You're telling me he's kicked out the whip, but you two clown ass niggas are still in OBH, miss me. You just beat up a white boy on the block, bro. That nigga's about to do 7 years for intimidating a known killer. So, I mean, let me know where it matches up. That he brought around. But he kicked out the whip. It's on record. He said he'd be better for the feds outside on the streets than he would be in prison. He still got 7 years. During the time that he's been out on the streets, he's been very helpful to the motherfucking police. He exposed you many ways. You ever notice Mikey T? He's super angry about that shit. Sometimes he'll go ahead and make little jokes about it, but then sometimes he'll have flashes of anger and start popping his little shit, but then go back to normalcy. You gotta be wary of that. Because you gotta like wonder why he's like that. Why he's acting like that after he went through something like that. King Erner, you was repping OBH heavy. You were all, you say you was doing your own thing. You was never in the mix. But what was that that video with ARAB and all y'all in it was an apartment complex. It was one of ARAB's freestyles. It was a big group of, it was a whole group of y'all out there, and you were definitely out there. That was gang. Cause at the end, after the music cut off, y'all was talking about a whole bunch of gang shit. Shoot, shoot, kill, kill. King Erner, you were in the midst of all that, bro. You can clearly hear your voice in that motherfucking crowd. Like, your voice is distinctive. You were in the mix of OBH. You never even got brought up. You've never even been considered a factor to the police about any kind of criminal activity attached to OBH. Why is that? When you've clearly been attached to OBH the whole time. Once again, Dark Low received 7 years for intimidating a witness within the realms of a RICO case. You're out here still being free selling a little bit of packs of sea malls. Shit don't add up to me. Saying Dark Low is kicked out the whip. Why are you giving all this attention to somebody who's supposedly working for police? Don't you think that's exactly what police wanted that motherfucking happen? Maybe the police wanted Dark Low out here on the streets so they can see who the remaining gang members are in OBH and who they need to go ahead and start investigating so they can put together another RICO case. And Dark Low, in exchange for your cooperation, you can go ahead and stay out there on the motherfucking streets until sentencing. Don't worry about that gun charge. That intimidating witness shit, though, you will have to sit down a little bit for that. 7 years. Wish they could have gave him less time. But to make up for the gun charge, they gave him medium time because they didn't want him getting off scot-free. he still didn't give up enough information, except for some stuff that they already knew and some new information that they know now. They've now established everybody who's in OBH, especially from that Mikey T fight video, because there's more than King Erner and Leak Moss attached to that OBH faction out there on the block. Y'all walking down the block and down the street after it happened wasn't a throw off. We see the dude that just got shot that was in the cast. See, the problem with hood niggas is when y'all get shot, you like to wear it like a badge of honor. You like to wear your cast and shit and be around and shit, still in the mix, showing off that you've been shot. I highly doubt, out of nowhere, nigga that's been shot in a cast just gonna be hopping along out of nowhere, out the middle of the street, backing you up, King Erner and Leak Moss. Also that black whip in the motherfucking video, in which you provided clear motherfucking pictures of and video of King Erner from your angles, which they were trying to avoid in the first place. See, it's like it goes over everybody's head until it hits this channel, because then it's on record and all you got to do is keep replaying it back to hear the truth. Let's review. The initial camera angle for the Mikey T fight video was from a car, a black vehicle, parked on the side of the curb, intentionally planted there because that's the car that was following the car that Leak Moss and King Erner was in. Purposely there to provide videotape by the orders of Leak Moss. Purposely for that angle, to not show the vehicle, not show anybody else that was attached to that group, just show Leak Moss whooping Mikey T's ass. Also King Erner hopping into it because he talked big shit before he got there. The whole time while Leak Moss and King Erner was on their way down the street to see Mikey T, Leak Moss, what was King Erner doing? Huh? Was he not hyping shit up, acting like he was going to go ahead and stomp Mikey T's face in? Acting like he was going to participate? Oh, y'all think y'all moving super heavy out here now? Y'all just out here beating up on white people and thinking you just, oh, so dandy, huh? I bet you not a motherfucking cop has knocked at your door yet, huh? I bet you they haven't. You won't get a knock at your door. Not right now. You big time right now. They've been investigating you for a while. If you're directly attached to ARAB, they're investigating all of you. Especially the ones that's been on YouTube. Dark Low got 7 years, man, for intimidating a witness. Leak Moss, you out here telling on plugs and operations and shit in certain situations that Dark Low has been in with plugs and all that, directly implicating him in drug conspiracies and possibly drug distribution charges, in which he would have to get himself out of. But yet you're out here scot-free, talking about how Dark Low is a rat. A rat to what, Leak Moss? To the case? or to what you got going on right now. Let's talk about it. Because at the end of the day, that's how it's perceived now. All this animosity up there, y'all keep talking, y'all keep stressing the fact that Dark Low is not in OBH. You ever think like Dark Low is purposely trying to act like he wants to get into OBH because he wants to go ahead and establish that there is an OBH gang organization? By you keep saying, no, 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 Dark Low, you're not going to be. He's done his job. What is it? Leak Moss, King Earner, Pretty Flop. The list goes on. All that is under the watch of the FBI. Nah, I mean, $7 years in prison, man, is not no easy, light stint, as King Earner said. That's 7 summers, 7 winters, 7 falls, 7 springs. Being locked up around a bunch of motherfucking niggas all day who be geeking off some motherfucking football or some random ass times when the season be starting and shit. And it be a blow. Like, all you really want to do is be playing spades and shit. If not, you want to go ahead and be rapping. You want to go ahead and be working out, or you want to go ahead and be shooting some ball. 7 years. And all I can think about is like King Earner. You ain't got shit. And you think you're getting away with everything, but you're not. Unless you playing Mr. Donnie Brasco out here within OBH. Everybody can think you're sturdy all day, bro. Okay, cool. All I know is you provided more evidence of who's in OBH and who's attached to you by your extra little footage you were sharing of Mikey T, man. Dark Low said that he'd be better for the police when he's out here on the streets than he was in the feds. And my thing was, I believe the feds said mission accomplished, man. It's time for you to go ahead and get sentenced and get this part over with, man. Mission accomplished, though. Better take this 7 years and be happy. Your friend got 45. Okay. I want to be clear here, everybody. Let's be clear. King Earner, you're portraying yourself to be the nigga that brought the sea moss around. You're in the streets with the sea moss. Okay, cool. Dark Low, he brought the killers around. He said it in his songs. He lived it. Can somebody please tell me an OBH rapper right now, please? Let me know. Who the fuck is rapping from? Who the fuck making a Drake motherfucking? I'm a legend, it's too late for my city, Philly. Pretty Flock is reppin'. I'm Leak Moss. I'm Leak Moss. I'm Leak Moss. I'm King Earner. Got C Moss. Got C Moss. Got C Moss. I'm a earner. Nigga, no. Cut it out. Ain't none of you niggas rapping, making no motherfucking Jay-Z hits. You niggas selling drugs and motherfucking gangbanging out there. Stop the fucking jokes. Okay. And AR Rap just called home and just made you the head of OBH, Leak Moss. Something tells me AR Rap's not going to be doing that whole 45 years. Nah, I mean, But oh, wait. The new excuse, according to Report Card Radio Mikey T video, ARF says, oh, that was for Leak Moss intro for a song. That phone call with me putting Leak Moss in charge of the OBH operation, that was for a song. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That wasn't for Leak Moss trying to flex and try to take over OBH for all his gang friends. So they don't start trying to eat his little ass up like he food out here like he really is. Nah. That's for a song, ARF. Dark Low brought around killers. Now you go ahead and throw him on the Castaway Island while you out here playing grab ass with little white boys on the block. Not going at them real hitters like ARF was doing. See, y'all acting like Philly being real peaceful out here lately. You've been doing a lot of internet shit. When are you going to go out there to the streets and do some street shit? King Earner, Leak Moss. Doing skits doesn't count as you being in the streets. You get in the car after. Okay. You don't walk off and go down the block. Go down to the corner store. Walk. You get in your car and leave from whatever fucking deserted area you're going into. But Dark Low, you know what Dark Low got? You know what Dark Low got? 7 years, man. So on record, 1 + 1 = 2, bro. That's what everybody can agree. Everybody got common sense here. We all heard Dark Low say he'd be better. Y'all done repeated it for about 10 million times for over the last 2-3 months. However fucking long he been out waiting for his sentencing, being better for the police out in the streets than motherfucking in the prison, awaiting sentencing. All that nigga Dark Low did was sit back, make music, and go back and forth with Leak Moss, and go back and forth with King Earn, and insert Mir Malik into the situation to go ahead and go at Leak Moss. And then go ahead and laugh when Mikey T got his ass whooped by Leak Moss, and you already know he talked to Mikey T in the background, said, don't worry about it. Them niggas gonna get theirs. Like we don't know. Oh, you think Mikey T... Leak Moss, you know how many times you done bragged about you don't need this rap shit, you're good? You think Mikey T wouldn't have sued the shit out your ass if some shit wasn't in the works about you, nigga? Nigga, please. He ain't worried about nobody thinking he a snitch. Somebody just whooped his ass out there on the block, choked him up and yoked him up in front of like 30 people on the block. And you know what he did after that weak ass shit? He started making speeches out there in the middle of the block in front of those same people. Like he was about to befriend them after y'all left. I'm going to tell you something, man. Dark Low got 7 years. I haven't even heard you motherfucking getting a traffic ticket outside of a trap spot or nothing, King Earner, man. Cut it the fuck out. Sell your motherfucking Neosporin in them pouches, nigga, and call it a day. Go out in the streets. In the streets. Do some street shit, please. Because It's not adding up to me. First of all, you didn't receive no years in the Rico case with AR-Rab and them, but you've been in all the AR-Rab videos, including the ones that's not music videos. We all know what AR-Rab do. He a top goon in Philly, so you're hanging with the top goon, and some top goon shit goes down right then and there with you and AR-Rab sitting in the car right there. You're going to be on some top goon shit too. But you never got wrapped up in any kind of charges. You haven't been shot at all. I don't know, bro. Because when you popped up on the scene, I didn't make the connection until motherfuckers was like, he's been with OBH. Then I started looking back and seeing you was all up in the motherfucking mix. In the cameras, where they locked up specific niggas in these same very cameras that they've appeared in, where you were in there too. Yet, they're all locked up, and you're free selling Neosporin. Dark Low gets 7 years. After all that, you say he's a snitch. Well, shit, he's snitching. He still got to do fucking 7 years. I'm pretty sure he's just like, okay, cool. At least it ain't 10, 15, or 20. That nigga AR-Rab got 45. Polo Joe, he's saying free AR-Rab. He's going to go right back in. I think after a while, like after a person sells so many drugs and busts so many guns and shoots so many people, bro, I don't really think they want to get out and do anything else but shoot people and sell drugs, bro. And at this point in time, I don't see us in the forever purge. And they still have laws that govern this society. I mean, even I be calling to check up on my court dates and shit, trying to make sure I don't got warrants and shit popping up out of nowhere and shit if I get hemmed up. Just so we ain't gotta be locked up smelling motherfucking niggas all day. Taking motherfucking showers in closets and shit with doors on them. I'm just being real, man. Like, 7 years is not no cakewalk, nigga. And I'd be mad as shit and disappointed that I'm doing 7 years for a group that's saying that I'm a snitch when I'm the only nigga that's been putting in work. I bring around the killers. This is Dark Low. This is from Dark Low's perspective. I brought around the killers that put you niggas in position of power in the first place in the city. Without me, you niggas would be food out here in these streets. Without AR-Rab, you niggas would be food out here in these streets. I know you out here claiming what you claiming. Okay, cool. You was OBH this, OBH that when AR-Rab was talking this shit, talking about the scoreboard that they had, was racking them buckets up on him and Skinny Me. You feel me? But King Erna never gets caught up. But we're never surprised about that, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this number back up here, man. I'm going to let y'all call in if y'all want to call in. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick 2-3 minute break and let y'all gather y'all thoughts and see if you want to call in and offer the viewers some insight on what's going on right now as far as Dark Low still receiving 7.5 years after he been accused of snitching and shit. And Leak Moss done beat up a whole white boy out here and ain't faced as much as a fucking fine. King Erna been antagonizing the snitch this whole time. He's been saying he's a snitch, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And still been doing whatever the fuck he been doing. Perpetrating like he out there selling sea moss on the block. Nigga, please. Ain't nobody buying that Neosporin, nigga. Let's see if y'all gonna get into it tonight. Feel free to call in, give your insight. Phone lines are open. Phone lines are open if you want to call in and give your insight on this situation. Dark Low getting 7.5 years for intimidating the witness. King Erna not getting no time. Leak Moss ain't getting no time. They've been in OBH this whole time and still ain't faced no time. Make sure y'all go ahead and call in. I want to see what y'all got to say, man. That's crazy to me, man. But Dark Low was definitely better out here on the streets than he was in prison. He exposed all you niggas. Got y'all looking funny out here. Y'all strictly for entertainment now. King Ernie, your shit ain't hitting unless you got some drama attached to your shit, man. You talking about Dark Low getting 7.5 years, you definitely gonna get about 400 likes. That's what they like. They don't like you talking that dumb shit to the youth no more. You've been looking too much like a clown. You ain't gonna be leading the youth nowhere but the prison or to the grave. The way you be wolfing out here and not facing real niggas, the way you be ducking motherfucking real smoke out here, but making life decisions about kicking the white boy in the face and shit, getting your lick off. All that shit that you talked about, motherfucking Mikey T online before that shit occurred, all that shit that he talked about, Queen Erna and all that other shit, calling you names, making videos and content about you. You damn sure ain't kick him or hit him because you know them people watching. Because of all that shit that, see, you got common sense. You done stayed out of indictments. You done avoided jail time. You done avoided prison time. Dark Low, he's facing real prison time from actions defending ARAB and his honor and him going to prison. That's what he's going to jail for. King Erna. Dark Low brought the killers around that put y'all in position, that drop bodies out here, that if y'all had any problems with anybody, all you had to do was call ARAB. He had them shooters on deck, willing and ready. The distributor of them shooters and killers, Dark Low. They look up to that man. He's the #1 hitter out there. He got a cult full of killers, man. The real life motherfucking Snoop and motherfucking that dude, not Andre, that dude Chris that was in The Wire. Chris and Snoop, them two killers for Marlo. That's Dark Low rolled up in one. Cause they had a gang full of young hitters. That was Dark Low, and he was providing that for ARAB, bruh. ARAB get locked up, he went out of his mind, bruh. His little homie snitching on him, man. Nigga that he provided to shoot and kill for the organization. You understand? Starts telling on ARF. Leak Moss, you ain't write no letter. You ain't do nothing. You ain't want to get locked up. King Erner, you made life decisions. You ain't put yourself in that situation. You wanted to keep it real and keep it solid and keep it smart. You want to act like you got some sense when it's time to jump out the window for real, because your gang leader is going to jail for a life sentence. For him, that's a life sentence. King Erner, you talking about 7 years is light. ARF is doing a light sentence. And he knows he has to play nice out here with you niggas in order for you not to just shun him and start doing him dirty. Start trying to drag his name out in the mud and shit. He got to play nice with you niggas. He don't agree with what the fuck Leak Moss did to Mikey T. He don't think that's smart. That's the nigga in the me. He would have never made that kind of move on no Mike. He would have never authorized and green lighted that shit. He would have stopped you before you even passed the corner store. Get your little 5 foot nothing ass over here, nigga. You always over here trying to fight, man. You always on some nut shit. That's exactly what ARF would have said, bro. But since he's locked up and got to cater to you niggas now and what you want, he decides to go ahead and play nice, put you ahead of OBH for show, for pretty coloring book show out there on the streets right now. Everybody already know, nigga, tap in. You can send word to the feds. You know how to get word, tap in, nigga. Seven springs, 7 falls, 7 winners. I forgot the other one. 7 autumns or some shit. I don't know. That's what Dark Low has to do, man. After providing killers, ducking the Rico, trying to get this little nigga to shut the fuck up. Something y'all niggas ain't trying to do. He knew it was jumping out the window. All things are monitored. He's a jail nigga too. You forgot. King Erner, they ain't stopped making convicts when they made you, nigga. You ain't out there providing killers to OBH back in the day. You was out there being your fake hustler, running your both sides of your town and shit, nigga. You wasn't out there trying to drop nothing like that, nigga. Providing the real muscle for OBH, being that real hitter for real. And if you was, why you ain't never get indicted? I'm sure you're going to sit there in your little chair right now, look at this video, and you're going to say, nigga, please, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, lawyer. You don't know about this street shit, nigga. I've put in much work out here. Nigga. You ain't never been indicted or investigated by nothing, nigga. You ain't beat all them charges if you've done anything like that, nigga. You was hesitant on kicking a white boy in his face on camera, nigga. You ain't no jump out the window ass nigga like that, bro. You only gonna do something you know you gonna get away with. And ain't nobody that lucky that many times. You're a YouTuber. They've been watching you for a while just because of that CMOS bullshit. A lot of you niggas ain't been moving the way you've been. If you portray that you've been moving the way you've been moving, gangster-like out here in these streets, nigga, cut it out. I'm here to tell the public it's a lie. Niggas is extra paranoid now that they're YouTubers, nigga. Alright? Especially them niggas living in Philly. Most of their fan base be in Philly. Most of their enemies right across the street in New York. Outpo, King Erna, go handle that situation whenever you ready, bro. I'm gonna sit back and wait. We all sitting back waiting with the popcorn, bro. We waiting for the subject to pop back up sometime. He out here. Don't get scared now. Now I'm off that. You know that's another video. I'm off that, bro. Don't get scared now, though. You know, Dark Low guy be gone for 7 years and shit, but I got a feeling he done went ahead and made good on his word. He was better for the feds outside on the motherfucking streets than he was in prison. Dealing with you clown ass niggas, because that's all he was doing out there in public, dealing with you two bozo ass niggas. Nobody else for real. It was either the music, him trying to blow off his music, because all he showed was he was in a little room with a laptop and he had to set up shop and start getting his music right. Other than that, he had a phone, which that's all you need nowadays to get out to the world. A phone, as long as you got a phone, you good. And to fuck with you two niggas. Get you to expose information that you can go ahead, corroborate for the detectives and all this other. Listen to me. 7 years compared to 45? Yes, it's light. Just like King Erna said. But King Erna, 7 years for intimidating a witness that he brought around that killed people for ARAB is enormous compared to you always being in the mix and never facing no time, not even for selling a dime bag of shit. But your gang. You've never disassociated yourself with ARAB. You've made it clear that's your homeboy, Fat Boy. You call him by your own little designated puppy name for him and all that to show that you're down, you're hip with OBH. That's your code name for ARAB. Like we don't know. Hey, everybody, King Erna says, when he says Fat Boy, he's talking about ARAB. Oh, what you thought I was a dumb, stupid nigga, huh? I guess I don't know no street shit. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Why the fuck you ain't facing no time for anything, nigga? And supposedly you out here heavy. I tell you what, though. When you bring some killers around to kill Philippe Moss and all that, then we'll believe that you any type of serious out here, bro. Queens flipping all of them, validating you and all that ain't motherfucking enough for me. I'm sorry. It ain't enough for me. Just because he fuck with you don't mean I fuck with you. Anybody else really fuck with you now for uplifting you? First, your gimmick was uplifting the youth. Now it's strictly bozo clown nut shit. I'm going to use Philly language and lingo. I got a lot of Philly niggas tapping in now thanks to my sharing. Okay. Dark Low focused on beef publicly, throwing shots when shots were thrown at him. But on the flip side, 100% of the time, he would make fake pages and type comments asking Leak, why don't you just patch it up with Dark Low, bro? Like, yes, he said what he said. And if he did say what he said as far as being good for them and all that, like, who did he tell on and all that? Because King Erna now, let me tell you what King Erna says, everybody. This is funny. This is funny now. Y'all ready for this? It's real nigga shit right here. Everybody better tune in and be ready for it. A real nigga said it, right? King Erner says a lot of people have been inquiring why there's no 5K1 on Dark Low if he's telling. And do you know what King Erner's response was? Can you guess what King Erner's response was? You know how the real nigga, first of all, what's the real nigga answer for that? What's the real nigga answer for any type of snitching rumors or anything like that? Homie, show me that paperwork, bro. Don't do no more talking about this and that, what you heard, this and that and the third. Show me paperwork. Everybody starts talking about Troy Ave and Casanova. Why you keep calling Casanova a rat? Troy Ave decided to go ahead and provide paperwork showing Casanova's real name and him telling on somebody in a homicide. That's going to be covered in another video. Okay? So just as long as we covered the ground basis on what a real nigga would say as far as snitching, a nigga telling officially, we gonna keep it on the yard paperwork party style. Don't sit up here and tell me what you might have done and all this and that. You just go grab your paperwork. This is what King Erner says now about Dark Low and him not having a 5K1. He's doing some special telling. Some telling where you don't have to go on paperwork and say this, that, and the third. He can just blah, blah. After that, I stopped listening because I'm like, I was thinking the same thing about you, King Erner. You feel me? I don't know. I was thinking the same thing about you, though. Like, you always been in the mix, but you ain't never faced no crimes, no nothing. You've been in the mix. I'm pretty sure you showed up in plenty photographs that investigators took, bro. I'm pretty sure you done went ahead and got some work from somebody. I'm pretty sure you've been approached by investigators and detectives. You've never covered if detectives or investigators ever came knocking at your door to question you about your involvement with the original block hustlers. And I find that funny, King Erner. Because the way you were in all of AR's videos before he got shot, during, like after he got shot and got locked up and got released and all that, you still in the video, I would think they would have came and asked you some questions. Even if you went ahead and covered that and said, I told them people to go ahead and kick rocks. They even came and tried to talk to me. And I said, man, kick rocks. You ain't never say that. Leak Moss ain't never cover if detectives came and asked him about anything, and that's AR's brother. But they questioned Dark Low? Somebody y'all say is just some nigga that came around? It don't make sense to me. You're on prison phone calls, Leak Moss. Recorded phone calls with AR saying you're the head of the original Block Hustlers gang. All standards of the original Block Hustlers have to be honorable and have to be upheld. No pussy shit. Okay. It was all recorded by prison officials who in turn handed it over to detectives and investigators who are still continuing their investigations into the original Block Hustlers and its remaining members who did not get indictments or face any type of charges. because they thought they were slick. Still moving, thinking we're going ahead and just leaving them alone. While they assault white boys out there on the block in front of 30s and thousands of 30s of people like it's a concert. I mean, goddamn, Leak Moss. You got that many people to come and watch a fight. Can you get that many people to come and watch a rap? No. I'm going to answer that for you. That shit was totally rhetorical. Okay. Solid. Would have been real information given to the people about if investigators ever came and questioned you about anything, King Erner or Leak Moss. You talking all this shit about Dark Low receiving 7 years and gun charges disappearing and all that, talking about you'd be better for on the streets and then on. Why you keep talking about an informant like that? Giving them evidence and information. Presenting yourself as a criminal organization. Contacting and still conversing and conspiring with ARF from prison on recorded prison phone calls for the public's eye to know that Leak Moss, you have been crowned as king of original block hustlers. Your throne, a motherfucking cell, a rectangular mirror that you can't punch and break and cut yourself with, a toilet that doesn't flush during lockdown, and a rec area built for a king. Because that, my friend, is in your future. Look at Dark Low. He made a sacrifice. Real life sacrifice. I'm talking like this because I need y'all to understand what 7 years is going to be like for Dark Low and his mind and how he's going to go crazy knowing that he's doing 7 years for a man who's going to take the person's side who's calling him a rat and that he's excommunicated from the original block hustlers and exiled into nothingness. Where one day, spotted on one Philly street, the green light will finally be given by top op Leak Moss to eradicate this rodent from thy premises of Philly. Of what you done nothing to be fucking king of, nigga. Okay. But beat up a white boy civilian. Yet, Dark Low, he received 7 years for a gang who calls him a rat. And is looking to physically harm him if ever he comes in the vicinity of OBH. Think about that, people. As you go into prison, you think After I do this time, my gang is going to pop bottles for me, bring me bitches. We're going to party the night away. They're going to put money in my pocket. They're going to bring me nice clothes. Because I made the sacrifice. Even if it was just a fucking letter and not a bullet in a gun, I made the sacrifice to put my life on the line. To not only show AR Rap, but show the world that not only will I die for this shit, I'll go to prison for this shit. I brought the killers around telling no AR Rap. I'm going to go up there and jump out the window for this shit. Because I'm the real OBH original block hustler goon that sat beside AR Rap in them DJ Vlad interviews. Leak Moss ain't do shit. King Earner ain't do shit and step on no fucking front line when it was time to be front line for OBH. When AR Rap telling all his motherfucking secrets. Y'all niggas ain't sit beside him and have to endure that shit and have to sit beside that and be disciplined while he do that shit and be one to tell him, chill out, bro, chill. But can't. We ain't see no King Earner. We seen Dark Loda. All that's fading in the wind. Ooh. But AR Rap gets phone calls from Leak Moss. It's nothing but Leak Moss talking shit about Dark Low. So now, when Dark Low goes into prison, it would all be for nothing. He won't control anything out there on the streets. As well as AR Rap won't. The only ass that they both can kiss is Leak Moss and King Earner. Leak Moss, because he has the OBH soldiers at his disposal. And King Earner, because he has a 53,000 people platform. And finally, he's been convinced that us, as brothers, can work together and cancel that Mikey Fleet. Because his platform is poisonous to the black community. Fuck Mikey T and fuck Dark Low. It's what King Earner and Leak Moss said to AR Rap. Together, we got the gang and we got the platform to reach out to the public and get thousands of views. You with us or you against us? Choose. Because what we're not going to keep doing is kissing your ass, AR Rap. And that's the feeling that AR Rap got from Leak Moss on their last phone call. So he did a message saying that all honor is to be upheld. He made it a point to use King Earner's words to know that he was in tune with King Earner too. He's a part of this messaging movement. He's letting the gang know everything will be honorable, and King Earner does have a part in this because he used the word honorable and we never used that bullshit. Leak Moss is the head. King Erna is the muscle. ARAB was the head. Dark Low was the muscle. You get my drift? It's lovely being here, right? See, when you're here with Sub God, we're going to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. I don't give a fuck who think about what or what think about who. All I know is that Dark Low is going to prison all for nothing. 7 years of his life gone. You think he doesn't feel any type of animosity about that? Think he just took that on the chin and said, okay. He loses his right to go to prison and brag about how he intimidated the killer for his squad, because he don't have a squad no more. He's trying to make his own squad called Extreme Measures. That's Dark Low's new squad out there in the Philly streets, Extreme Measures. He feels like everything that he sacrificed his life for is crumbling right in front of him. This is not how it was supposed to go. I just threw away 7 years of my life for nothing, literally. I gotta wake up and eat 3 trays, go through 3 rec times a day for nothing. Can you imagine it, people? Can you imagine what it feels like to be Dark Low right now? Be thankful. You're looking at the phone. You're looking at the laptop. You're here chilling with Sub God, bro. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share this. But be thankful that you're here chilling with Sub God, bro. You're not doing 7 years for a squad that don't want you to be squad no more and don't look at you as squad no more. That broke the code and labeled a nigga a snitch without any type of documentation, 5K1, without any type of videotape showing clear cut that man gave authorities information that directly led to the prosecution and conviction of an original block hustler. Now there's special telling. That's according to King Erna. There's special telling without paperwork. Is everybody thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, you talking about like that? You talking about like that? What you know about that? You talking about like that type of thing? Are we talking about like that type of? Yes, we are. Oh, so now you want to admit that exists, huh? You want us to believe that now, huh? You want to feed that narrative to your thousands of fans now, huh? There's special telling. Nigga, there's been special telling since there was telling. Ever since telling was invented, nigga, it was special. Just who's going to be special at doing it. Obviously, Looking pretty special to me. You've been escaping all the indictments. Like Pac-Man. All the indictments of the monsters. You just been going to every fucking level. Now you done graduated to the Ed Hardy looking fucking hats and shit. The bucket, the little hat. Your face is getting older. But your clothing's trying to get younger. Like the Philly Young Bulls still ain't gonna shoot you because you look hip. King Earner. When the gangster shit went down, King Earner. When the gangster shit went down, King Earner. When the gangster shit went down, King Earner. You did this. You ain't do this. You ain't do that. You ain't do that. You did this. Okay, Leak. Okay, Leak Moss. Okay, Leak Moss. Okay, Leak. Get him, Leak Moss. Get him, Leak Moss. Get him, Leak. That's going to be me catching the charge. Get him, Leak Moss. Get him. Oh, I got a good angle for my channel. You know what's funny to me? Was he was the main one not doing nothing, but was the loudest nigga going down that block, wasn't he? Talking all that shit. Couldn't even hear Leak Moss talking shit. He was the one fighting. And yet, police ain't never come knocking at your door. For nothing. They ain't want to question you about an assault they seen on camera. They just don't want to question y'all about nothing. Y'all are just completely disassociated with OBH. Even though you're on social media, still talking to fucking ARI. But Dark Low got 7 years in prison to think about how he risked 7 years of his life for a motherfucker who ain't even gonna stand up for him. A motherfucker who rather have his plug and ties to the streets intact, silky smooth, than to make any kind of waves with Leak Moss because he's quote unquote the HNIC now. Hard pill to swallow. 7 years of your life gone. And when you get out, them niggas don't even fuck with you. You might as well go work at 7-Eleven. Go sell a Slurpee. It wouldn't even matter if you go out there on the block, get a new squad or nothing. I mean, what would be the point, bro? Like, what are you going to do after the 7 years, Doc Low? What are your new plans, bro? You need to become a man of plan and action. This is the point in your life where you have to decide whether street shit is worth years of your life, because you see the street shit right here don't have no friends, my nigga. You brought the killers and they still don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like you were beside AR Rap on them DJ Vlad interviews, got them same kind of views and that same kind of shine like AR Rap. They don't think you deserve it. They dislike you. It goes deeper than hate. How does it feel to jump out the window and be a crash dummy for niggas that don't even fuck with you? You think you just did it for AR Rap? You did it for the organization. AR Rap is the organization, nigga. Dummy. He's not independent. Shooting, killing niggas, providing muscle by himself on his lonely. He needed help. Just because a nigga is the boss doesn't mean he doesn't need help. And that he can function without help, it doesn't mean he can function without help. You jumped out a window for a nigga that was already incarcerated and depending on other niggas. That wasn't smart. Putting you in a position to do what you had to do. Y'all are all characters in this movie. And whether you like it or not, the movie has already been made. Don't try to go back and do your rewrites and editing out now. Leak Moss. The operation is in your hands. The moves you make from now on are going to be investigated. Prison phone calls are recorded. Dark Love, while you do these 7 years, my nigga, I want you to think about leaving that Leak Mall shit alone. This is Sub God, man. You look at my shit. I be getting views. I want you to think about completely separating yourself from original block hustlers and Leak Malls. AR Rap is no longer a factor. You see, he backstabbed you. He's not standing beside you. He's depending on other niggas. He's dependent on other niggas. He's no longer can provide you any kind of juice. He's no longer a nigga that you need to be motherfucking sucking up to and impressing. This shit has officially ruined your life. You're not no young bull. We gotta talk like Philly niggas okay. Fuck that nut shit. You ain't no young bull. You got some years on you. This stupid childish shit gotta stop. You knew when you writing a letter to some nigga and shit, there was a consequence after that. It wasn't just gonna go scot-free. If he's telling on air, see, this is what I don't understand about you niggas. You acknowledge a nigga sitting up there telling on a nigga, then you still proceed to go ahead and fuck with him as an antagonizer, knowing you're going to get jammed up the first chance they get to go ahead and jam you up. Special treatment. You wanted to be the loyal soldier you've always been. Okay, cool. There's other ways of going about it. Now you're about to sit down for 7 years of your life for a gang that doesn't even want to claim you anymore. And the ex-leader of that gang is not making any type of moves to correct that situation. A lot of us, we're going to be chilling watching YouTube, watching the gram like you used to be doing, chilling, smoking. And you got to think about sitting down for a gang that doesn't even want you. You got to claim something else when you get locked up and go to prison, nigga. You can't claim OBH. You're not a Muslim no more. Your whole life is on some fucked up nut shit right now. Over some nigga that doesn't even have control of his own motherfucking life anymore. On the inside or the outside. And his brother is on some nut shit. Leak Moss is on some fucking nut shit. You see that. It's a dead end all around. You're all the way X'd out. Get over it. You made a mistake for niggas that don't fuck with you no more. Unfortunately, it cost you 7 years of your life. Make that change. In the words of medium skin tone Michael Jackson. I'm gonna make the change for the rest of my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. 7 years of your life. That's what you gotta face. 7 years of your life down the drain. Some niggas that don't even fuck with you no more. I know one thing, my viewers are gonna look at this video. They're gonna look at their loved ones. They're gonna look at their wife. I'm gonna look at my butt naked ass wife right here that's pregnant, right? And we're going to thank motherfucking God. No matter what we believe in. We're just going to thank whatever the fuck we believe in. That we didn't throw 7 years of our lives away to the penitentiary for some niggas that don't fuck with us and ain't going to give us not one sneaker, not $1, not one place to live, and not one clothes to motherfucker put on our backs and shoulders. Because you wanted to show you was a thorough original block hustler to a nigga that didn't have any control over his life because he was already incarcerated. Knowing goddamn well he wasn't going to go in and be set free and beat no charges because he was moving that heavy. But because you felt like niggas gonna be looking at you funny for bringing Taz around, and now he's telling on AO Rap, you feel like you gotta jump out the window and be a crash dummy. Look where that got you. No gang. No respect. They tarnished your respect. We tried. All us bloggers tried to keep it intact. But they tarnished it. Niggas don't look at you the same. And you don't look the same. You look like you've been pleading for their forgiveness for the whole time you've been out. It's been a bad look. We'd rather you be incarcerated at this point in time and harden your fucking self up, nigga. Only time you felt like you could get motherfucking spicy was when Leak Moss talk about smacking the shit out you. And we all know it's preposterous, just the same as you. And you decide to get spicy. Other than that, you've been copping pleas and pleading fists out this bitch about what's been going on with your situation. Not telling the full story on what charge got shifted where and why your sentence is the way it is. 7 years for writing a fucking letter and I don't give a fuck who you intimidated, nigga. A regular nigga like me can go ahead and try to explain that shit out to a judge. Hey, where the judge at, bruh? I ain't going 7 years. I don't give a fuck what y'all talk. Where the judge at? Where the judge at? 7 years for what? A letter, nigga? Where the judge at, bro? I ain't even write. How do I write the letter, bro? I ain't never motherfucking say I wrote no motherfucking letter. Nigga, who write? Bruh, I don't even write. All I do is text now, nigga. You know how long it's been since I touched the pen, nigga? About 5 seconds ago when I came in this courtroom, you had me sign a paper, nigga. Like, that's the last time I touched the pen. Other than that, it's just phone. I got phones, bro. I don't have no pens. You chose to live this life, Dark Low. Now you go face them consequences. You thought it was cool to try to portray that you were above the law? You wanted to act like no consequences were behind you sending a motherfucking piece of mail to a what you call an informant, telling on your mans, whom don't even fuck with you now on account that his brother don't fuck with you at all? At all. Not even a little bit. Your enemy now. That's your enemy now. So now the nigga that you threw 7 years of your life away for, his brother, who's free, is your enemy. So his brother, who's inside in the penitentiary, depending on niggas on the outside, is not going to cater to you and your feelings about you being hurt, about you motherfucking being treated unfairly, about you being accused of this and that. No, I'm sorry. He's going to go with whatever Leak Moss is saying. Okay. I'm sorry. I wish I could sugarcoat it for you like all the mainstream media. But unfortunately, that's just not my style. Okay. Change your life, nigga. When you get out, please shave that fucking messy ass fucking beard, nigga, and go get some coochie. Your rap career is over, bro. You think you're gonna be like 60 or 70 or something when you get out, bro. Go get some pussy and lay it the fuck down somewhere, because your gangster life is done. I don't care if you still got a cult full of shooters and hitters out here in the streets when you get out, nigga. Leave it alone. If they was with you and was fucking with Leak Moss, they not with you. You gotta worry about the back door. If niggas is fucking with you out in the city, you gotta worry about the back door and King Earning and Leak Moss having connections to them niggas too. You never know who's dealing with who. You know that. That's why you've been begging and pleading. Leave that shit alone, bro. It's not happening. It's over. You're not going to be original block hustler no more. Stop trying to talk your way into it. Stop trying to get motherfucking Leak Moss to forgive you and become friends again. It's not going to happen. The only reason why you did it is because you came to the reality that you made a decision that took you away from your girl and whoever else was in that house, took you away from owning that chopper, being the nigga you was, top goon, took you away from these streets. And for what? A nigga that don't even fuck with you no more. And we always going to be stuck with the question, why did King Earner never motherfucking address the issue of why he never got questioned by police, and why Leak Moss never got questioned by police, and why they never went ahead and been up front of, you know, to the public about whether they were questioned? Because we definitely would like to know. It ain't like you just avoided any type of interrogations out here, my nigga. We want to see what your interrogation skills are looking like. If you was in that same kind of pressure mode, King Earner, you wouldn't be in that kind of pressure, but you make too many life decisions. You're nowhere near any crash dummy gang member type of nigga. Cut it out. See, I've been there, done that. Other niggas have been there, done that. In your younger days, you've been there and you've done that. But how does the saying go? Them niggas that put in a dime or more ain't trying to go back by any means. By any means. They did 20 or better, they not going back. They committing suicide or homicide. Period. And there ain't no going back. I done got a lot of y'all in the building tonight. I appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. See, I just went ahead and got 4 KDs for the $30. All right? I'm going to be real with you. I done went ahead and got 4 of these KDs for $30 of some Zot, of some gas. You feel me? Of some gas, bro. You feel me? Like, you see this dark low? You see this gas? Like, 7 years of your life gone. And all that is gone over a nigga that don't fuck with you no more, bro. Like, niggas about to be out here having fun smoking it down because they made decisions in their life where they're not throwing their life away for some nigga who's gonna go ahead and follow their brother like some type of butt buddy. I think I dropped some tree and I need every motherfucking bud. So I'm making sure I didn't drop no tree. Sorry if y'all feel like that's some nut crumb shit in the words of Philly, but nigga, I got 4 KDs for $30. You ain't never heard no shit like that in your life. All right? Of some gas. Super Lemon Haze. Look it up. Super Lemon Haze. Dark low. Don't you look that shit up because for 7 years of your life, you ain't going to be smoking no Super Lemon Haze, nigga. I said Super Lemon Haze. Super Lemon Haze, nigga. You're going to be smoking K2. Nigga. If you're lucky, you might find some real tree in the feds or something, but other than that, it's going to be K2, nigga. You're going to be tripping out, twitching, and all this other shit. Most of my viewers are between 17 and 45, man. I upped the age because now my analytics are saying that old heads are watching me too. So I've gotten all the way up to about 54, 55 area in that range for everybody who's been YouTubing and shit. So I want y'all to look at this video, take it as a message that the streets are not playing fair, and watch who you put your trust into and who you jump out the window for, because whoever they're associated with, the peer pressure can crush your bridge and burn it. You feel me? And you'll be facing consequences for nothing. All because you wanted to keep it real when it was just time for you to shut the fuck up. Okay. Salute to everybody, all my sub-guardians. Salute to everybody that donated to the Cash App. You feel me? If you did donate to the Cash App, SubGod202, $1, $2, $3, give a fuck. It is what it is. As long as I ain't doing 7 years in prison for a nigga that don't fuck with me no more, I'm good, honestly. You know what I mean? I'm good. I think life is all right. Long as I ain't dealing with that. That's what Dark Low got to deal with. That's his reality, bro. When he walk in them motherfucking doors, he know this is the start of a journey. All for nothing, bro. And when people ask him why, all he can do is explain this long, drawn-out motherfucking story about how he brought killers around and how the killer started telling. and how he felt responsible for going ahead and getting the killers to shut the fuck up like you know they'll never do, and how he purposely is going to, he went ahead and committed a felony for a nigga that don't even fuck with him no more. So basically, he's doing all this time for nothing. Doesn't add to any respect points on his chart, resume, his jacket. Doesn't earn him any type of special treatment on the streets when he get out. The only thing you really probably got to look forward to, Dark Lord, is probably like some new cereal. You know what I mean? Like they might motherfucking come out with some Pop-Tart cereal. You can look forward to that.
Done.
Or you can look forward to new vegan ribs. You know, like they might invent some new shit for you just to be looking forward to. You know? Anything to keep your mind off of you doing these next 7 years in prison for a nigga that don't fuck with you no more. Anything to keep your mind off that, bro. All facts, no fiction, nigga. When you come to Sub God channel, you get all facts, no fiction, nigga. You know what I mean?